the essence of life is perfection. The essence of this moment. The essence of your breath. The essence of yourself. The essence of Guru. It's one supreme joy. But we look outward and we do not find perfection. We look outward and we see all these separate things, these separate objects, these separate life forms, separate countries, separate religions, separate political views. All we see is conflict. Because when we look outward, we are not seeing the essence. We are seeing our projections, our mental projections, on all these objects around us, and then we look for happiness. There are some interesting festivals, artistic music festivals, where everyone gets together and has a big party. A wonderful thing. So many visual delights, musical delights, sex and drugs and rock and roll, chasing this idea of prolongating happiness, prolongating pleasure, prolongating joy. And it's a wonderful thing, but it doesn't work. Eventually, that type of joy, that type of pleasure subsides. It is a passing experience. In fact, that which has an up also has a down. It is the nature of outward life. The dual perception, the perception of separateness, of you and me, of all these separate objects. It is a separation from the source. And therefore, what happiness we have is fleeting. When we look outwardly for happiness, when we look outwardly for pleasure, So then how do we find perfection? How do we find the one infinite, supreme joy that is the source of everything? That is the source of consciousness. That is the source of every feeling of love. All spiritual practices point to this infinite love. And the music you're listening to, it's transmitting the energy of this essence that you feel as bliss, as love, as goodness, as peace. If you feel into it, but you cannot find this essence through the five senses, through outward perception, mental perception, emotional perception. We have to intuit what is here at a subtler level. We have to get in touch with the peace, the bliss that is emitted from the source. Like the scent of a flower points you to the flower. So the peace and bliss that is developed meditating to the Shakti music, that is developed in spiritual practices, guides you to the source. To the singular point of pure consciousness. Consciousness that is transcendent of a person, transcendent of ego, transcendent of mind, transcendent of a sense of self. Consciousness that is not bound to a place in time and space, is not perceived from a certain place in time and space like a sense of self or being. These videos, I endeavor with the Guru's blessings to carry the scent of the flower, for some that resonate with what is here in the videos, in the music. You are pulled into joy, not outer joy that is fleeting, but pulled into the bliss of the One, peace of the One. Any focus into any sense of I, any sense of self, any sense of ego, separates us. Any outward looking through the five senses that is filtered through the mind, through the separate perception, separates us from the source. Now I was watching a gannet, a seabird, fishing, flying over the ocean, diving down, trying to catch a fish. The sun going down. And there was perfection. But the perfection is not perceived from defining the gannet, the ocean, the sky, but is found at the source of perception, the source of attention. And source of attention, that is the essence of everything. The source of attention that is in the unmanifest realm, in the transcendental realm. The transcendental perception views outwardly life and experiences perfection. So hopefully you got something good out of this video. And if you did, please feel free to leave a comment. Either way, may you be blessed. In her one perfect, infinite joy that is all and everything. May everyone and everything be blessed. And she who is supreme joy, supreme goodness. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Much, much love to you. Much love.